Thank you, Coach. Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Check 4, check. Lock in.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's got some space here. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. For a running back, that's kind of depressing, right? You get all that yardage, but still no first down.
Well, it was a mile, maybe a mile and a half to the first down mark.
Yeah.
So he did all he could to get there. A little disappointing at the end, but boy, they gave it a great effort, didn't they? Got to give him a little respect for that, don't you?
And he really helped his yards per carry average, that's for sure.
Yeah, quietly, he'll take that.
Watch the ship, watch the ship.
3rd and 2, now Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Get up! 180! Alert, 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 alert! Screen! Block the screen!
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. It's complete. It's Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Blue, blue, blue.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive.
Mike, 45. Get him, get him, get him.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Too quick, too quick. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Alert, alert, alert. Check 26, check 26.
2nd and 10, it's Wilson again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Check, 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 check.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Next to score, Bears 7, Lions nothing.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, here we go.
On the give, running right is Howard. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike 45. Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On third down, this is Howard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Cohen. Flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position.
Let's go! Let's go!
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Pick it up! Mighty! Hey, 18. Hey, echo!
On second and a yard, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Alert! Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Now Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Watch QB drop! Watch QB drop! Go, Florida!
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And the Lions, first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Who that? Shit! Let's go double count right here, double count. Go, guys, 4 down. 56.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
56 to Mike, 56. Check, 56. Where? He's checking. Crack.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
What's left?
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Mike 56.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
22 yards. First down, Detroit.
Check. Fresno.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
56. Check 56. Silver. No pass. No pass. 56. Watch the screen. Pass. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Right there. 56. Good. Mike, 56.
To throw again is Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Third down.
Alert. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Exit. Zoom. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
On third down, Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On first and goal, Howard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Push him back. 45. Mike, 45. Man, that's trash. Hey, check Mike 45.
This time Wilson will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Watch the run. Check one.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. A give to Cohen. He heads right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on second and long. Trubisky. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On third down, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
Protein spill. No. Lock in. Big Ed. Alert.
On first down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. It's complete to Robinson. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, Trubisky. Robinson's got it. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
First down, a run with Cohen. In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Bears push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And a rout is on here in this first half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistent.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
On first down, it's Cohen. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I know he ain't got it. Why? Get wide.
Again, it's Cohen. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
To throw is Wilson. And an alley to run. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here comes Cohen. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last drive, 3-and-out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for him throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
At the 39-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Go. 45's the mic. Let him know.
On 3rd down, Yeldon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Kill. Hey, alert.
Now Howard. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. 58 set. 58 to Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll start with a give to Cohen. Nine yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The throw complete. Trubisky to Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That's where you belong.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. It's caught. It's Miller. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Following the penalty, Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Trubisky to throw. It's complete. It's Miller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. This one into the hands of Burton. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Bears 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Move the team. 58 to Mike, 58.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Wilson, and an alley to run. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Hey, check 24. 58 to Mike, 58. Off. Ricky.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Wilson, and he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball